We are so excited that we're going to be back together on January 17th here at Ellen Fairclough Public School. And we'd like to start off by thanking our staff for such a smooth transition and for facilitating the learning virtually over the last 2 weeks. We also want to thank our families because we know that this has been challenging for you, and you've probably been helping your child at home, and we appreciate that, and we appreciate the partnership. So we just wanted to start off with that, as well as the land acknowledgement. Just a reminder that we are a community that is on the Williams Treaty 13 land, and that we have responsibilities being on this land as settlers. And so we encourage you to talk to your child about that, because this is something that we talk about on a regular basis here at school, and we hope that these conversations are happening at home. Okay, so just a reminder that it is essential, and you've been so supportive, and you've really, as a community, we've really made sure that we're checking for symptoms. With this new strain, it's very, very important that we check for symptoms, and the symptoms have changed, and so we want to highlight just a few pieces of that, as well as kind of what we need to do before we come to school. So we hope that this video will be helpful for you. So I'm just going to click on this and just show you, this is the screening tool itself. And so by clicking on the Start Screening tool, it will walk you through the steps. You can also download a version in English if you like. And it has everything all in one spot. So the online version, you basically check off the boxes. This is the entire screening tool all together. And so it's probably easier for me to show it to you this way than clicking through the boxes. Although if I was at home with my child checking this off in the morning, I would probably use the online tool. Or you can print this off and just have it available to you. So again, fever, chills, cough, barking cough, shortness of breath. So if you have any of those symptoms, further on in this document, there will be details about the steps that you need to follow, whether depending on age, whether vaccinated, unvaccinated, and also even if you're a family member, vaccinated, unvaccinated, etc. So it's really important that you follow those steps carefully. Kind of the second tier of symptoms here: sore throat, runny, stuffy nose, headache, extreme tiredness, muscle aches, joint pain, nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea. Whether someone has tested positive at home within the last 5 to 10 days, whether you are someone who is at home with someone who's currently isolating, yes or no, whether you've been close to someone who's been identified as a close contact, whether you've been advised by your healthcare provider to stay at home, or whether you've traveled over the last little while, over the last 14 days. If you checked off yes to any of those symptoms, the online tool would guide you to the steps. If you're using this kind of paper version, you would go then to this section. So if you answered yes to any of the symptoms under question 1, do not go to school. Question number 2, if you answered yes to any of the symptoms listed under question 2, do not go to school. So you can see how this works, and it guides you through all of the considerations and all the steps, not only for the child that's symptomatic or the family member that's symptomatic, but also for others who live in the household. So we wanted to share that with you because it's really, really important. Once you've checked that, you actually need to log in to your child's Google account using the self-screening confirmation tool, and this link has been sent to all of our families, and we'll send it to you again today as part of our communication home to families. So you need to log in with the username and password for your child and confirm that you have completed that screening tool before sending your child to school. Very important. Your child will, this coming week, be provided with a 3-ply cloth mask, and this has been provided to school boards, and so we will be providing this to you. We have limited sizes, and so we'll do our best to give your child the size that will work for them. But over the next little while, it's going to be really important not only to have this 3-ply mask that's being provided to you, but extra masks, because we will be going outside for recess. It's important. We will be wearing our masks outside at recess time. And so masks will get wet. And so you're going to want to make sure that your child has several masks to be able to change throughout the day to be able to be comfortable. We do have masks for staff, other masks for students. If a child needs a mask, we're happy to provide that, and we have that here at school. So you're going to have lots of options, but it is going to be important over the next little while to make sure that you have several masks available to your child so that they can be comfortable throughout the day. One big change is that it is required for kindergarten students to wear a mask at all times. Previously, it was encouraged, but now it is required. And all of our students have been really amazing about making sure that they're wearing their masks. If you borrowed technology, please bring that back to school on Monday when you return to us. And so remember to bring the power cord with you along with the device, and we will return those computers to where they belong because we need them for our learning here at school. So please do make sure that you return that with your child if you did borrow a device during the school closures. Please keep in mind, we are expecting some snow on Sunday evening into Monday. And so just a reminder, for inclement weather days, if this happens, listen to the news, follow York Region on their Twitter feed, on the York Region website. Our school board would also send communication to you to let you know if schools and buses happen to be closed. If that is the case, your child will have asynchronous learning. So that's learning that they'll have access to online through their Google Classroom. And so just keep in mind, listen to the news early on Monday morning, just in case we have a lot of snow overnight on Sunday evening. Just a reminder for all of our families that kindergarten registration opened today for next school year. So if you have a child who is coming into kindergarten, we have sent information out to all of our families about the steps. Right now, we can't receive or assist you with registration here face-to-face. It can all be done online, and we're happy to help you by phone. But we're so excited to have new kindergarten students joining us. So if you do know of neighbors or relatives who live within our area, please let them know about kindergarten registration. So here's just a little summary for you about all the steps. The screening is going to be essential because it's the screening that you do at home that's going to help keep everyone here at Ellen Fairclough safe with our return to school. So first step, you need to complete the provincial screening tool. And it's really important to stay up to date about York Region Public Health. And so they do have details about that are very current for all of our families. So for sure, complete the screening tool and stay informed about what you need to do to keep yourself and your family members safe. The second thing that you need to do is that you need to confirm that you completed the screening form for each child in your family, logging in with their student name and password to confirm that you completed the screening tool. And if by chance you have symptoms of COVID-19, and you're following the steps outlined in the screening tool, please report your absence through EDSB. And if you need any assistance or have any questions, feel free to call our office. So just a few reminders for our return on the 17th. Remember to complete that screening tool. Again, can't say it enough. It's so important because we all want to stay safe here at school. Complete the confirmation form, return your technology, send your child with everything they need. You will not be able to drop off lunches, water bottles, snow pants, gloves. All of that has to come with your child on Monday morning and every day because we can't receive that during the school day. We apologize, but for everybody's safety, we're not able to do that during the pandemic. Also, just a reminder that students need to be wearing a mask at all times, kindergarten to grade 8. Speak to your child about reminders about the important things that we need to do during this time. Always wearing our masks, social distancing. At lunchtime, the only time you should not be wearing your mask is when you're eating. Once you're done, you put your mask back on, you remain in your seat. So that those are the parts that are going to be really, really important. And at the end of the day, you're going to meet your class at their pylon. Very similar to what we did at the beginning of the school year. At the end of the day, our classes will be outside. This is where you will meet your child or your children for grades 1 through 8. And you can see that the pylons are going to be spread out. This is how our recess is going to happen. So we're staying within our classes at recess times. And this is where you will meet your child at the end of the day. We would ask that you not socialize, congregate. Please gather your child and head home, because we want to make sure that we're keeping each other safe. And as parents and guardians, we would ask that you wear a mask when you come to pick up your child. So we cannot wait to see you. We're so excited to see you back at school again on Monday. Let's do so safely. Thanks for all your support, and we'll see you soon.